Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the inspirational Lady Noble. I trust that you are doing well, loving yourself and everyone around you. Today, I'd like to come to you with some words of inspiration and some words of encouragement. And it is time that we become inclined to getting serious about our spiritual nudges, being more in tune with our intuition, connecting, not ignoring the signs and synchronicities that are around us, inside us, and as well as outside of us, not ignoring the nudges, paying attention when we are being rejected so we can be protected, when we are being redirected, because Spirit knows that we should be respected. Being wise, not asserting yourselves or forcing yourself to connect, into other people's energy field or auric field where you don't belong. And Spirit knows, and energy does not lie, your ancestors are constantly working with you and trying to nudge you. Source is constantly trying to nudge us and get our attention. It takes time, when it comes to working on yourself and learning about yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, your energy, learning how to decipher what energy is yours and what energy isn't. But it is a wonderful thing to invest in yourself, elevating yourself, learning yourself, being in solitude from time to time so that you can increase that spiritual connection and so that you will know the difference, and it takes time, but it is something that you're well deserving of. You're well worthy and worth it of, things as simple as being intimate with someone, with your companion, and maybe you're not able to go through with the process because your body is rejecting your partner. There's a reason, these things occur. It's not that there is something wrong with you all the time. There are times when Spirit wants to nudge you, even in those situations, when you want to have relations or be intimate with your partner. There are times where your body will have resistance, and there's a reason for that. And you need to trust and know that it can be for you to be redirected, and it could be for just to protect you and to avoid your energy being tainted by someone, even through sexual contact, for that matter. So be wise, and it doesn't matter whether you are in a committed relationship, married, maybe just dating, even just saying you have to be wise, energetically. We cannot control other people, as I always say, but we can control ourselves. I mean, a person can pick up a spiritual attachment, just from simply being in the wrong environment, but we cannot control where our spouse or our friends or who they talk to or whom path they may cross or who crosses their path, when they are not in our sights, in our view. And so right now in this video, I'm speaking energetically speaking on this topic. So be wise, when Spirit is nudging you, trying to give you the signs and synchronicities. You're planning to go somewhere, you're very excited. You've planned weeks in advance. You've got the outfit, you went and bought your tickets, you're going to a concert or you're going out somewhere, just using that for example, and these different things keep arriving. Maybe you start to get a headache or a stomach ache, or maybe your babysitter say they can't watch the children, or different things start to arrive. These things arrive to nudge you that no, it's not a good time. Not that you are a bad person, not that you're not deserving, or whom you were going with is a bad person, but there is something in the midst that Spirit wants you to be aware of. Maybe the direction that you were preparing to travel in was not going to be a safe route for you to travel, or maybe there was something that was going to occur on that particular night, and Source did not want you to be around so that you can avoid being part of that mishap. So pay attention and be wise. Never ignore your inner niggle, your inner wiggle. Never ignore. If you are maybe thinking in a particular manner or speaking in a particular manner, and you begin to maybe walk through your house and maybe you begin to trip, or you have little small dings and bumps that happen, that is a spiritual nudge as well. And there's always more than one meaning. When it comes to omens and all things, that is my belief, and you are entitled to have your own belief. But this video is just to remind you. This message is just to remind you to pay attention to the signs and synchronicities, and don't take things for granted. And yeah, even as I started the video off, even when you are trying to connect with your partner, there could be moments that you feel a vibration there where there is just extreme resistance. That resistance is for a reason. It's for a purpose. It has an intention behind it, and so, that person could have some kind of energetic attachment onto them that they not even aware of, and that's just simply, spirit is saying, no, not right now. This isn't the right time, could be maybe that person needs a spiritual bath. I don't know. Or either another day, or maybe this person just has some kind of energy that is on them that source does not want to attach to your energy or your aura field as well. There are many signs and synchronicities that pops up. Even things such as biting your tongue, if you're maybe speaking or speaking on particular topics, maybe you bite your tongue, from the itch on the tip of your nose. I mean, I could go on and on, and if you're unaware to figure out, what that means when these things pop up that I am mentioning, all you have to do is just be honest with yourself. Number one, what are you thinking? What's on your mind? And what kind of energy are you in that moment, personally. And you'll have the answer right there, but you have to be honest and realistic with yourself. Are you thinking negative? Are you spewing some hate at someone? Even if you're not verbalizing it, are you thinking it? Are you anxious? Are you doing a lot and moving a lot profusely, and you're very anxious and you're just non-stop, at a steady pace? Source could be telling you to take a break. Maybe if you're moving and walking around, you begin to trip over rugs, or but you catch yourself. Maybe it's time for you to sit down and take a pause or take a break. So trust the signs and synchronicities. Another great one, you're going somewhere, you're preparing to leave the house, you're dressed up, whatever, you have your coat on, or if you don't have your coat on, you have your keys in your hand, your phone, you're ready to go. And as soon as you get to the door, you got to go to the restroom all of a sudden. Now you're ready to exit, but you're at the exit and you got to go to the restroom. Don't get angry. Don't get disturbed. Just turn around. Go ahead, go into your bathroom of your home and do what you have to do. Maybe, spirit could be intervening, to hold you up for a moment because it's just not the right timing for any particular reason. And this message is not to project any fear, because we do not operate out of that space. Fear does not exist. It's just false evidence appearing real. This is just simply a message, just to keep in mind, that when these things occur in your life, pay attention to the resistance, and learn to respect the resistance that is taking place. It's not always a negative thing. It is not a bad thing. Pay attention if your body is resisting someone. That's also a spiritual nudge. Saying, no, this is not the right timing. This is not it for you. Pay attention to those things. Biting your tongue, an itch on the nose, on your way out the door, and you got to go to the restroom soon as you just about to walk out, those things. Or you forget something at the house. You pull out your driveway, you forget something, or you have to turn all the way around and go back in the house and get that. You're being redirected, and it is for protection. But we have to acknowledge it, and we have to learn to embrace it, and also just simply respect it, and appreciate it. And so this takes time. It's not an overnight ability. It's not an overnight thing, but just learning to be still. Have your moments of solitude. Make sure you're grounding yourself on a regular basis, whether it's going for a walk, whether it's your meditation, whether it's journaling, or whether it's just, I don't know, whatever it is that you do to connect for you, spiritually speaking, whatever works for you. Everything doesn't work for everyone, but I was led to give this message because someone needs to hear this. Someone needs to be aware that their spiritual nudges. When spirit is trying to get your attention, when your ancestors are nudging you, and they're like, okay, oh, here she is. The collective is not hearing me. I've got to get their attention some way, and so they do what needs to be done to get your attention. But it's not always bad. It's not always negative. It's all about being able to acknowledge and receive the communication, but receive it in different ways. You could be praying or petitioning or trying to manifest something or seeking something in your life, and the answer could pop up on a billboard while you're driving, or on social media or on TV or on the radio, or an answer could come through a total stranger whom you are communicating with while you're, moving about on your daily. So just be wise and remember these things. Keep loving yourself and everyone around you. Pay attention to the nudge. It is for your protection. And when these nudges come up, you do not have to panic. You do not have to explain, to your partner, why you don't want to do whatever you are trying to do. Or you don't have to explain to everybody, guess what happened? Because they're going to just look at you, some people, we're all on different frequencies, and some people are able to understand and receive different information and others are not. But that's okay because we are all different people. And so you can remain calm and just simply acknowledge that this is a spiritual nudge. Let me take a pause, and it's for my highest good. So that's my message. I hope it assists you for your highest good. Ashe.